I believe Ebby is still missing because of the initial mistakes made by law enforcement. We were bringing the police phone records. We were doing all the legwork. The detective that questioned us, we couldn't convince him that she didn't run away. Ebby's car was in her name. Ebby could have driven herself away. My family, we felt we were hitting our heads against brick walls. We could not convince law enforcement that foul play was involved. So we hired 2 private investigators. Law enforcement wouldn't answer their calls, wouldn't take their emails. Our investigation was mishandled for the first 8 months of Ebby's disappearance.
Well, Ebby's parents say before she disappeared, the high school senior was a normal teenager, rebelling against her parents' rules. True, she made some changes before in the months leading up to it.
Right.
They say they're not sure exactly who Ebby was spending time with in the days leading up to her disappearance, but the security guard at the park where Ebby's car was found says he saw Ebby with several men in the park days before she went missing. Did you believe the security guard?
I believed, there's parts that I believed, there's the parts, I don't believe those were the boys with Ebby. He was shown another group of pictures and he couldn't recognize them. He couldn't call them out of the picture.
He could not identify them in an official police lineup. But Little Rock Police Department, while these individuals were still in jail waiting to be released on the charges out of Louisiana, they did go down and interview those individuals, and they did interview some of the females that were involved in the sex trafficking charges down there. And Little Rock Police Department has that part of the investigation. I don't know what the conclusion is at this point with them.
But they didn't give up anything about Ebby, and none of the girls that they talked to had seen
Police
Ebby?
Department has not communicated to us exactly what
their findings are.
Okay. All right. So, but he was not, although he picked them out when he was shown that piece of paper, he was unable to pick them out of a lineup.
Right.
Okay. Do you think she was hanging out with this type of individual recently in her life? Were these the new kind of friends she was hanging out with?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's my belief that those type of individuals are similar to the individuals Ebby was hanging around in the summer of 2015.
You know, you have to realize Ebby is very naive, right, very strong-willed, very sweet, and anyone could come up and talk to her, and she believed everything they said. Ebby has always loved fiercely, and she didn't understand when other people didn't love her back in the same way. So, you know, anybody could have introduced themselves to her, could have manipulated a relationship with her at any way. I mean, anytime.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.